Can you tell us a little bit about what makes Encore Village unique?
When you sit down and you have a meal, your server is so kind and smiling and happy. Everybody there is willing to greet you. They have friends, they're meeting new connections, and we have such a large campus that there isn't anybody who ever needs to be alone because there's so many different people there and so many different activities.
Overall, for like psyche, being a part of community is important.
Statistically, you're actually very correct. I've spent the last 3 years doing nothing but senior living, and I just love it so much because you get to experience like what they go through every single day and how we can help them and how we can give them the best life possible. They've worked their whole life for, a chance to be in a place like ours, and it's such an honor to bring them in.
Hey, what's going on, friends? Welcome back to another episode of the Love Local Chicagoland podcast. Before I dive into today's show, I want to give a shout out to our show's sponsor, Royal Hartwig at Royal Family Real Estate, my friends. He is soon to be the #1 real estate brokerage in all of Schaumburg, and then he's probably going to attack the rest of the northwest suburbs, my friends. He demands excellence from his agents, and he wants a high level of service for the people that we serve in the local community. So thank you, Royal. We appreciate you and Royal Family Real Estate. My friends, today I'm talking to a VP of Sales and Marketing at Encore Village. It's a senior living community in Schaumburg. Encore Village isn't just a place to live. It's a community built on connections and a place where engagement, innovation, and joy are the heart of everyday life. The new owners that are there are bringing fresh ideas and really focusing on building a vibrant community with the goal of it takes a village type mindset. So many of you that are watching this right now know that we kind of come from that place of it takes a village. We're stronger together as community members. And we're going to talk with Terra Watterson today about what it takes to be able to build a community where people thrive as they go into adult life as they get older. So enough of me talking. Let me introduce you to Terra. Terra, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Nice to be here. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited to have this conversation. We've done some cool things and gotten to hang out at Encore Village, I think, recently. We'll actually show a little bit of a video inside of this as well as we continue to evolve just about the vibe of the spot that we did with you. But it's really, sometimes you think of senior communities and you walk in and you're like,
yeah.
You kind of feel it. It's stale. It's not, there's no energy there. And that's not the case at Encore Village. There is a vibe. There is, to me, there's an aura in the air of let's do life, let's have fun, let's connect, and we have it all underneath this roof for you to be able to do it as you become, older and you need the services that come with an adult community. Before we dive too much into it, I would just love the audience to get to know you a little bit and Encore Village. If you give us a high-level overview.
Sure. Well, I have been working with seniors my entire career, so 25 years. I started in senior travel and sent, seniors all over the world. And then when I decided that I wanted to do something a little bit new, senior living really drew me because my dad had Parkinson's, and I was already looking into it, and I had such a good feeling from some of the places I had toured that was what I kind of wanted to do next. So I've spent the last 3 years doing nothing but senior living, and I just love it so much because you really get to see, I don't know what I'm trying to say. You really get to experience what they go through every single day and how we can help them and how we can give them the best life possible. They've worked their whole life for, a chance to be in a place like ours, and it's such an honor to bring them in. And then Encore Village is our team. Is full of people who have senior living experience. We have hundreds of years of senior experience together, and we want to do it a little bit differently. We don't want to make it so stodgy and boring. We want it to be fun and exciting and enjoyable to live there. We want you to want to live with us.
Yeah,
and,
you
at the end of the day, that's what we do.
yeah. If you get to that age, have
that
fun, right? Enjoy life. That's a feat, right? Not everybody is able to get there. So to do it and then to do it in a community where you're able to do the fun things that you've always done, but now you get to do it in this type of space. I think it's kind of what makes life tolerable, and it's important. You're, it's funny. I hear you say you got into seniors because of what you experienced with your dad. And I think I find a lot of respect when people go through something that could be difficult or hard, but then they go into their life's work, which is what I hear you saying, to be able to serve seniors and with your own skill sets, leading the marketing and sales team at Encore Village. So,
and it's such a privilege because, when I look at who are moving in, they have had such an amazing life. And you think about the older generation, they aren't heard, once you hit retirement, you've done your business, you get to enjoy, and we get to help with that.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Your enthusiasm for the community at Encore Village is evident. Your reason why you're there is evident. You touched a little bit on it, but go a little bit more in depth. Can you tell us a little bit about what makes Encore Village unique?
It's the people. I mean, the building is unique in itself. It's gorgeous. You walk in and you feel like you're at a 5-star resort. But when you sit down and you have a meal, your server is so kind and smiling and happy. Everybody there is willing to greet you. They have friends. They're meeting new connections. And we have such a large campus that there isn't anybody who ever needs to be alone because there's so many different people there and so many different activities and opportunities to socialize and get out of your apartment and spend time with your friends. And that's not something that you get when you're sitting at home in your, beautiful house. We have that community right outside of your door.
Yeah, we're made to belong, right? So, and then as we get older, I just look at my parents, like they don't do anything. They stay inside their house. Like that's not always healthy. Like being in community with people, talking with people, having lunch with people, having dinner with people, talking about life, like that still makes life tolerable even as you get older. Probably even think more so then because, like you said, as we get older, my dad always says like, people don't talk to us older people anymore. They just Google it. And before they used to come to us for questions. When I was a kid, you went to the older people for questions. Now we don't get that. So it can be lonely at times. So having a community of people to gel with is helps make life tolerable.
Absolutely.
So you guys are in a location that's been there for a while, but it's new ownership. It used to be Friendship Village, which I think many of our audience knows, right there in the heart of Schaumburg. What is it? On was it Schaumburg Road and Roselle, a little bit in, but that's the main biggest cross streets right next. Yeah, you can't miss it, and you're right next to the post office too. But in our prep, we discussed how Encore Village differs from Friendship Village, which used to hold that property, with young, innovative owners introducing amenities like divvy bikes and bowling. What other innovative features are being planned to enhance the resident experience?
Well, everything that we are enhancing is based off of our customers' feedback and our residents' feedback. So one of the things that are about to roll out right now is we are building a convenience store and a coffee shop that should be opening any day.
Awesome.
And the residents are so excited about, especially the convenience store, so they don't ever really have to leave, especially during the cold months, and get out. They can have everything right at their feet. And, that's what we want to give them. Whatever they want, we're going to try and make happen. So we put in a golf simulator since we got there. We're renovating apartments and upgrading those. We're doing a bowling alley, like you said. So there's a lot of changes. We're about to redo our assisted living and also our skilled nursing facility to modernize that and make it just more fun and engaging.
Yeah, it sounds like fun.
It
sounds like it sounds like a resort. Like at the end of the day, when I'm there, and also when I'm hearing you talk, I'm picturing myself like in there, but like on vacation, because that's kind of the vibe it gets. But you're in community together. You build deeper connections. It's not just like a vacation where you come and go. It's you're building lifelong friendships, right?
And get to be on vacation every single day.
Yeah, and stay inside when it's cold. That sounds like good. Good to me. Also, in our prep conversation, you shared 2 quotes that stuck with me. One of the quotes that I mentioned in the upbringing was, "It takes a village," and then the other quote was, "Community is built on connections." That they're a central part of what Encore Village is looking to be able to build within their culture, and it's very much a philosophy and a mindset with what you guys are trying to be able to do. How do these philosophies manifest in daily life for residents?
It really does take a village, right, to run that place. It's a small city, and we have hundreds of employees there that are there strictly just to make their lives better. And when we're all working together and we're all figuring out what's the best thing for the resident, that's our central focus. Everything changes because we're not sitting there saying, well, my department's doing this and your department's doing this. We're all saying, what is best for the resident? How can we make their lives easier, happier, and more fun? And that's what we try to do with It Takes a Village.
Yeah, I think that's good. And then, the other quote you said is community is built on connections. And for me, I 100% agree. I didn't always know that either. Humble enough to say that COVID helped me put that together for me. But when you're in community with people, you get to go in a deeper connection too. So if you're bowling, if you're having lunch, if you're doing those things, it's part of our human makeup to want that connection, right?
Absolutely. And a lot of times we have many, many couples that live with us, which is amazing and very unique to Encore Village as opposed to other senior living facilities I've worked in before. And I think about my parents, and my mom was my dad's caretaker for 26 years. And she was so isolated because all she was doing was taking care of my dad. And so I see that in the community too, but the ladies or gentlemen who are taking care of that maybe higher level of care partner, they have their own groups and they can get out and they can socialize and they still have a life. They're not isolated to just being a caretaker, and it gives them such a better quality of life, and it's really touching to see, and it's something I wish I could have had for my parents.
Yeah, the industry as a whole, I would think, is evolving, right?
Definitely.
Just because there's I hear the silver tsunami, there's a lot of older people coming in by 2030 or something like that. That's crazy. And it's the part of the cycle of history that we're in. But to have services where you make people feel like they belong and that they're a part of a community, it's something that's bigger than themselves. To me, that helps prolong life in many cases. Obviously, disease and stuff like that could help hinder that. But overall, for psyche, being a part of community is important.
Statistically, you're actually very correct. And one of the most interesting things I found with senior living is when I started looking in for my dad, I assumed he was going to have to go into a nursing home. And that's not what senior living is nowadays. Senior living is this full spectrum from independent living where, your resort in Mexico just happens to be in Schaumburg, and all the way through skilled nursing where you do get that high level of care that my dad would have needed. And you see the whole continuum, and we have it on property. It's not what you think it is until you go and you see it for yourself and through your own eyes. And it's truly so different than what people expect. It's fun and they have a good time. We have cheerleaders. We have, everything there. It's just, there's something for everyone in this kind of senior living nowadays.
Yeah, and to me, it helps. We're saying it over and over. It just helps prolong life when you're there together, when you're doing things and you have all those amenities under one roof. But you also, if you need to leave, you have everything you need in Schaumburg, right? And you're close to everything you need in one of the biggest malls in America to go from there. So next question to move along would be, Encore Village offers various clubs and activities. What types of clubs and activities do you have?
We have 500 clubs and activities every single month. So there is something literally for everybody. My two favorite are, one, the Palms, because I was a cheerleader in high school, so nice. They're my favorite. And then also we have a train club that has a whole room that's dedicated to trains, and it's just such a fun experience. The first day that I came in, one of the engineers came and showed me around the room and also all of the different trains, and it was just such a fun and engaging activity, but also the passion that they have for it was so fun to see too. Yeah,
totally. It's the vibe that you all, I think, have there, and it's fun. And I'm about to pause here in a second to a video that we did with you guys to showcase your space on our Love Local Chicagoland platform. Not only did we have a lot of fun going there, it was just you see people doing life and in a really communal way, which I think for us is community, you need that. If you're not getting that, go search for that, wherever place that is. But one of the things that I loved is that you guys are prioritizing your health and wellness to keep people going too. What types of programs support this focus?
We have a whole fitness center that does everything. You have everything from treadmills and stair climbers to a Olympic-sized pool and hot tub, and they have water aerobics, they have line dancing, we're working on getting Zumba. Every morning that I'm walking past, because my office is in the back of the community, they're doing, dances to Taylor Swift and Shabuzi, and it's keeping it young and fun, and people want to be in there. There's always people in our fitness center. Plus, we have activities that are geared towards just health and fitness as well.
Yeah, totally. So, video Route to Schaumburg is overall a high-level overview of what you all do, and kind of you'll be able to capture that vibe. But as you're talking about them singing Taylor Swift and all this stuff, we are known for comedy within skits of what we're trying to be able to build. And I can't help but to think that could be fun to create a comedy skit around people doing life and doing a Taylor Swift.
I love that.
I would not have imagined or thought that would come out of your mouth, that's what they would be doing. Like my 9-year-old daughter is dancing to Taylor Swift. So we'll tailor that. Right now, let's show our audience just a little bit more about Encore Village,
Sure.
and then we'll come back. Hey, what's going on, friends? Here in Schaumburg, Illinois, to show you one of the coolest adult communities around, my friend, here at Encore Village. They're looking to be able to build a community to help people thrive. So check it out.
My name is Taylor Reel, and I'm the Executive Director of Encore Village. We are a CCRC, so we are a full campus for seniors, and we start with independent living, and we have assisted living and skilled nursing as well. And tucked into our independent living, we have home care services available, as well as our outpatient therapy. We have so many activities going on at all times. Large activities, individual activities. We actually offer 400 different activities a month. We have 3 different restaurants on campus. It starts with our Herman's Cafe, that's more breakfast, lunch, grab and go. Then we have a more tavern style for lunch and dinner called Mosaic. Then we have our fine dining, that is our Seasons, 3-course meal, 5-star deliciousness. Moving to a senior living community can be scary at times, but moving to Encore Village opens up a whole new chapter in your life. You can make so many new friends, start a new sense of community, and really hit the reset button on your life and dream away.
All right, so it really is it's a fun place. I think you guys seen that there. It's one of our Love Local Chicagoland videos that kind of got us all started with just wanting to be able to love local. But we want to show local places, and we want to show you like how they make people feel when you're in those spots with the stories that we're able to tell and bring to life with the help of video, people that know their stuff, and then putting the visuals over top of that. So yeah, you see it for yourselves. But it's a competitive market for you, right? Senior living, it's a booming market, right? Mm-hmm. So it's with that booming market is a very competitive market. What do you believe sets Encore Village apart from other senior living communities?
First, obviously, I'm going to say the people. It's such a unique community that everybody's invested in its success. When I started here, everybody knew who Friendship Village was, and now they're all understanding what Encore Village is, and it's such a staple and pillar in the community. That sets us apart alone. But then when you walk in the doors and you get that feeling of excitement and enjoyment, or you go to one of our 5 different restaurants, or you go to our bar, or you go to one of our activities, it's just done in such an innovative way. Our food is really, really good.
You hit the dance floor with Taylor Swift.
We dance with Taylor Swift.
Yeah. You're making people live life in a joyful way at the end of the day. Right?
That's
about. Worth paying for. It's worth creating a culture around that, because at the end of the day, like, we get one run around the sun, right? So, well, not one run around the sun, but one, you know what I'm trying to say, one life to be able to live. Within, I can't. You already shared some stories. I'm really surprised with the Taylor Swift one, so let's keep rolling with that. If there's any more Taylor Swift stories, but can you share any memorable stories that highlights the community spirit and the impact Encore Village has on its residents?
Oh, absolutely. So Wednesday, one of the reasons I came in early this week was we did our Encore Wish program, and we took, I think, close to 20 residents out on a party bus.
Nice.
And took them out to a winery, and they had a ball. It was so much fun. We had the residents, they did a wine tasting, they were driving around, they were, playing on the pole in the party bus. It was just such a unique experience for them, and one that they wouldn't have gone anywhere else. And it's
More
what
comedy
they
skits.
requested.
They keep coming to my head.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh. I haven't seen all the videos yet, but all of that I've seen are very, very entertaining. And
Yeah.
so things like that just set us apart because we really want them to be happy and we want them to live the life that they deserve.
Yeah, I love that, and that to me, it really fits into your culture around just trying to be able to build a community built on connections. When you're having fun things like that, that helps people connect in a deeper level, right?
Absolutely. I was out standing by with our lifestyles team, and ladies were walking by going, I haven't had this much fun since college. I'm hungover. We need IVs.
Yeah.
So it was great. And we have those there, so it was fine.
Yeah, that's awesome. Another comedy skit. They just keep coming. All right, Terry, as we get close to the end here, I just want to give you an opportunity to let our audience know, are there any upcoming developments or programs that residents or prospective residents should be excited about?
There are a million things going on. Obviously, we're renovating our building right now, which we're excited about, and the residents are really excited to see come to life. But one of the programs that we're starting, I can't do this. We got to start over. I'm sorry.
Just go on her and let her start. And I could ask it, but don't.
No.
Yeah.
Right. So obviously we're renovating our building and we're very excited about that. But one of our new programs that we're rolling out is enhanced independent living, where maybe you're not ready to go to assisted living, but you need a little help with your medication or getting dressed or showers or things like that. You can still do that in independent living with our home care. And so we're able to serve even more people that maybe just need a little bit more help, but you don't want to be in assisted living. You want to still have the fun. So we're excited about that. And that's probably the biggest one that we're rolling out right now for new residents. We're also looking at maybe doing day passes. You want to come in and hang out and swim in our pool and
Be a
have
part
fun
of the
at
party?
the hot tub.
Yeah.
Be part. Yes,
Yeah, let's do
exactly.
it.
Dance
Yeah.
to Taylor Swift.
There you go.
Come on in. So that's something that we're also working on as well.
Yeah, Taylor Swift or like their own music too. I could imagine like at night I could see like Frank Sinatra coming on. I could see some of this, maybe like Four Tops. I don't know. I'm envisioning all this in my head. I have no clue if it's happening. We have our own
choir and they made a song for us, so we're keeping them lively and musical for sure.
I love it. As we come to a close, is there anything else you would like our community to know about Encore Village?
Come on in and see it for yourself. Take a look around. Even if you're not ready for senior living at this point, you're going to be someday, right? If we're all lucky enough to get to 62, it's a great thing. Feel what our community is like. Bring your family in. Take a look around. We just want everybody to kind of see what Encore is working on there.
Yeah, well, I feel like you're really creating a community that is vibrant and is just getting started just from hearing some of the stuff that you all are doing, not just through this prep, but talking with Sarah too, as we got a tour around the place. It's really a unique place that is built for community and fun, as we've talked about. Where can people learn more about Encore Village? Where do you want to send them?
Send them on over to encorevillage.com. All of our information is there. Give us a call, and any of our sales directors will be more than happy to have a conversation with you.
Beautiful. So thank you so much. I appreciate this conversation today. And any last thoughts, words of wisdom for our community?
No, I just thank the whole community for accepting us. And, we've had so many of our referral partners come in and tour, even since the beginning of the year. And it's really nice to see people welcoming us in and understanding that we're just here to do good things for good people.
Yeah. My friends, I love that. They're here to do good things for people. My friends, I think that's kind of what we're all about here at Love Local. I'm not ready for senior living yet, but I'm going to be honest with you. I kind of want to go hang out and party because it sounds like a lot of fun with just how they do life. You heard me say many times throughout this journey, it takes a village, and that could come in many different facets. They're making their own village at Encore Village, pun intended, where they're helping people live life joyfully and really focusing on building deeper connections with people, which is something that I think is super important. So if you're looking for a senior living adult community, go check them out. If you're a kid like me that needs, maybe their parents need the services, go check check them out. And if you just want to go hang out and listen to Taylor Swift, go check them out because apparently that happens there too. But my friends, we super appreciate you listening to this show today. Check out Encore Village's website for more information, and we could also be a connector for you too if you need it. We would love to do that for you. But I'll end this show with support local, love local. We're stronger together. And thanks to Royal Family Real Estate, the soon-to-be #1 brokerage in Schaumburg, for sponsoring this show to get her voice out there. Peace.